Good day to all viewers and welcome to Red Radar TV, where tonight the focus is firmly on Manchester United's midfield dilemma. Because this is no longer just a transfer story, it's a defining moment in Ruben Amorim's rebuild. Fabrizio Romano has been speaking about Carlos Baleba. Bayern Munich have entered the race, and yet the player himself is reportedly keen on a move to Old Trafford. So let's get straight into it. Why do Manchester United still view Carlos Baleba as such a priority despite growing concerns about his dip in form compared to last season?
They still view him as a priority because United and Ruben Amorim are looking beyond surface-level form and focusing on profile, suitability, and tactical function. Baleba's numbers may not jump off the page this season, but his pressing intensity, recovery speed, and physical presence remain elite, and those qualities are non-negotiable in Amorim's system. His role at Brighton has evolved, which has affected perception, but the fundamentals United value are still there.
So when fans say his influence looks reduced, United are essentially saying they're buying potential fit rather than current output.
Exactly, because Amorim's football is built on structure and pressure, not individual moments. Baleba's ability to press high, cover ground quickly, and disrupt opponents fits perfectly into that philosophy. United believe that in a clear tactical system, his impact would immediately increase.
But now Bayern Munich have entered the picture, and whenever Bayern show interest, things change. How does that affect United's position?
It complicates everything. Bayern's involvement strengthens Brighton's negotiating stance and inflates the price. Brighton are under no pressure to sell, Baleba's under contract, and Bayern bring financial power and sporting credibility. That's why this deal looks extremely difficult to complete in January.
And yet, we keep hearing that Baleba himself is keen on the Old Trafford move. How much does that matter in reality?
It matters emotionally and strategically, but it doesn't close deals on its own. Player preference can help with terms and patience, but club-to-club negotiations decide outcomes. What it does show is that Baleba sees Manchester United as a project he can grow with, rather than just a destination of convenience.
Now let's bring the fans into this, because the conversation online has shifted. Many supporters are saying if Baleba is too expensive, Elliot should be the answer. Why is his name gaining so much traction?
Because Elliot offers balance. He's physically strong, technically secure, composed under pressure, and very effective at recovering loose balls. He also plays forward intelligently, which United desperately need. He doesn't dominate headlines, but he stabilizes games, and that's something United's midfield has lacked.
But others argue that Wharton is actually the most complete option for Amorim's system. What's your take on that?
Wharton is a different type of solution. He's a controller. His reading of the game, progressive passing, vision, tempo control, and defensive awareness are exceptional. If Amorim wants United to dominate matches rather than just compete, Wharton provides that foundation. He makes football look calmer, and calmness has been missing at Old Trafford.
So we're essentially talking about three different midfield philosophies here, aren't we?
Absolutely. Baleba represents intensity and aggression, Anderson represents balance and reliability, and Wharton represents control and intelligence. Amorim has to decide which problem he wants to solve first, because United cannot fix everything at once.
And that brings us back to the reality of the situation. Fabrizio Romano has suggested that if the Baleba deal doesn't happen now, the summer of 2026 could be the real window.
That makes sense. Brighton may be more flexible then, United's financial position could improve, and Amorim may still want that profile. Until then, United have to decide to wait, pivot, or compromise.
So to conclude, this is not just about one signing, it's about identity. Manchester United are choosing how they want to control games under Ruben Amorim, whether through pressure, balance, or tempo control. Carlos Baleba remains the dream option, Bayern Munich complicate the chase, and Elliot and Wharton present compelling alternatives. This story is far from finished, and we'll keep bringing you every update right here on Red Radar TV.